Hi, welcome to my channel, which is exciting to say. But I'm Angela with Saffron Avenue, and I am taking this space in this moment to start sharing tidbits of information, resources, tips, advice about branding, websites, launching, digital shops, all the fun stuff that I do in Saffron Avenue. Some lettering, you never know. But with that being said, I wanted to talk today about launching in general. So I am actually launching in the next week my big, huge rebrand and brand new website for my 10th anniversary and my birthday, which is crazy. So this is a really big launch for me, and I know it's a very daunting process because you really do have to plan for a launch, especially if you're adding a new product or service. You can't just launch it and think people are just gonna buy it all up right away or hire you right away. No, you got to put some effort into it. Then you have to build trust. So with that being said, I am going to share with you six emails to include in your launch email sequence. So these are emails you should be sending your list that you should already have warmed up, and do this about a month or so probably before launch. And this is what I'm saying for rebranding launch, a new product launch, new website launch, you name it. A huge course is going to take a lot more work than this, but these are going to be great for you to take for your next little launch. Okay, number one, the first email I want to send is just a welcome. This is pretty much just saying like, hey, guess what? I have something exciting in the works. It's just kind of telling them what you're doing. So for me, it's saying like, guess what? I'm going to be, rebranding and doing a whole new huge website. It's super important to me. Here's the date. So the date in there not only sets it up for them to see, but it also keeps you accountable moving forward to not push back that date. Very important. This first email, you can actually push them and ask them to sign up or click a link in your email to be added to an actual workflow of being interested for the launch. So then maybe you don't have to email everyone if they're not interested, just saying. Number two, what to expect. So this email you probably want to send maybe like a week later, but this is pretty much just going to build some excitement for them to see that this is actually happening for you, right? Share them what you're going to be launching about. Is it going to be a new product? Is it going to be a new website, a new brand, new service, you name it. I would actually share another sneak peek if that's like a color palette, it's maybe a peek of the logo, maybe it's a cover of a new product, you name it. But then share something like honest with them. I think it's really good for you to be relatable in this situation because everyone goes through launches in business, right? So I think it's important to be like, hey, this is really scary, but like, I hope you continue to follow along with my, journey of this launch and look forward to celebrating with me on this date. Number three, build a relationship with them. So this is all kind of like warming them up a little bit for the big launch, of course. So you want to make them feel more special than someone just following you on Instagram, right? That just breezes by. You want to have that special connection in the email because that does kind of build a little bit more trust. So what I would do is maybe even share a free tip. Maybe it's a freebie or resource relating to your industry and your profession and what you're great at. Maybe even engage with them a little bit. I personally would ask them maybe like, what if they've ever launched, do you have any tips for launching? Like mindset, I don't know, anything like that. Have them try to email you back, build that rapport, build a relationship, and then say, thank you, stay tuned for the next email. Number four. All right, the pre-launch freebie. Okay, so this is gonna be where you actually can share. So this is usually the week of, and I'm saying this in terms of like a new brand or a new website or something like that, even a new product, but in the week leading up to it, those first like maybe day 4 before you launch, maybe share a peek of your logo at this point, or share your whole logo and share the reasoning behind this rebrand and why you chose the color palette you chose. Give them a glimpse of what this is going to look like instead of like giving it all to them on launch day. Like you're going to build a story now, right? So share your goals for the launch, putting it into the universe, like what you're excited about with the launch. It's a good time to remind them that, yes, tomorrow I'm going to be launching, which is exciting. So don't forget to stay tuned. And then, of course, you can also send them a freebie to use as like a wallpaper or top 5 tips you need to know. And maybe even remind them of like a post-launch strategy that you might have, which is, again, in my launch kit planner. All right, 5. The launch day. Very exciting. Okay, this is their first look. Give it to them first. That's what I recommend. I typically will send my list the email first that like, hey, I literally just hit published. I'm super excited, but before I announce it, on social media and everywhere else, can you take a look at it first and help celebrate? So I did this on my last launch. I actually had them go to my website and I had them go through my pages and tell me if there's any issues. And I did have some issues, and it's always good to have extra eyes on it, right? But to promote that, I actually told my list, if you go and find a picture of my dog Curry, it's on a page, but I won't tell you which page, find it, send me that link, and I will give you 30% off my new product. And they did it. I mean, why wouldn't you? Not only are they promote or like encouraged to look at your site, but then they get a 30% off discount. That's pretty good. Okay. With that being said, ask them to celebrate with you, maybe create some graphics, see if they might want to share it on their social media, send it to someone they might know that might, need your service, your product you're offering, you name it, but just have that celebration. And of course, celebrate yourself because it's a big deal launching. Final email, the post-launch. This is huge. Do this maybe the day after your launch. It's kind of just like, hey, if you haven't seen the new site yet or this new product yet, take a peek. Let me know what you think. I'm just so grateful for you as, my, email listers, my friends, and just kind of just share your thanks, your gratitude for them. Maybe you can give them an extended discount that already ended that launch day, or give them a new discount, or give them part of a freebie bonus, you name it. Just sharing that additional love because they followed you and they followed this journey, and you should appreciate them because they are reading your emails, right? So hopefully these tips and these emails will help bring in a little bit more excitement. Like I said, this is all plus a lot more stuff, other workflows, more hype ideas and strategies in my launch kit, link in my shop. But yeah, stay tuned for my new brand and my new website too.